What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled If They Don't Want You, Somebody Else Will. So I go out last night to, type of Hooters type spot. They got Hooters type spots that are built off that Hooters model, but they better, or they're newer. You get what I'm saying? So they're trying to drive Hooters out of business using the young, pretty waitresses in the nice outfits, right? So I go to one of those spots because it just opened here a few weeks ago, but I'll go to watch the fight. And I see it's a sea of beautiful women, the waitresses and the women that's coming in. And being that I'm older than I back in the day, I pay more attention to nuance now. Been like that for some years, but we talk about the male-female dynamic of relationships and getting together. Well, let me be honest and say this. A lot of these women want to be taken. They want to be with a man. You can tell by the way they act. You can tell, a lot of times a lot of cats spend so much time looking at their bodies, you don't look at their eyes. Look at these ladies in their eyes, and their eyes let you know they don't want to be single per se. Not necessarily. Even if they don't want to be married, they don't want to be alone. Their mannerisms say that. Sometimes the smoking and drinking is like low key depression that they have nobody who wants them. Every woman wants to be wanted. I don't care what they say. All this rhetoric. But the reason I'm saying that is because if they don't want you, somebody else will. Everybody has standards. I get that. But stop thinking that if the person that you wanted doesn't want you, there's nobody else available. Because if you go out, you'll see there are a lot of people available. There's a lot of, as a man, there's a lot of beautiful women. Character is what you got to find out when you're dealing with them. But issues, what you're going to find out when you're dealing with them. But here's the thing. They're out there. You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of, when I went to Vegas, shout out to Full Circle. He took me out and I was talking to somebody. I was clowning with somebody. I was clowning with a few people when I was in Vegas, actually. Like, meet them at parties and this, that, and the third. But we went out somewhere, and I was clowning because I made this young lady nervous or whatever. But the thing about it was, I was looking at her, talking to her. I wasn't all enamored. I told her she was beautiful now, but I looked at her. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, women, men don't realize if you look at her in her face like that, she's gonna feel like, oh, he's trying to find me. I'm not just a piece of meat that he's looking up and down that he wanna, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different conversation a lot of times, but it's hard to do that sometimes because there's so much thirst trapping and horniness going on that you kind of look at the sex first and then wake up and see if you like the person later. And a lot of people don't realize, man, you never notice that these people want somebody. And that you never sometimes notice that you want somebody. But you want somebody to want you too. Shout out to Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? But looking around, I'm like, I could see the color dynamic with the women. Because people think, because it was beautiful women, dark, light, Hispanic, and I didn't look at the white chicks, but it was beautiful women of all shades, right? And the thing about it was, the darker sisters were great because everybody who had a fit body got attention, period, across the board. But you could see easier the girls who wanted attention from men and the girls who didn't. So sometimes it's like you want people who don't want attention from men and who don't want attention from you. Forget that challenge, I'm going to chase you, I'm going to chase you, I'm going to chase you. If they giving off the vibe that they don't want attention from you, go to somebody that's going to give you the vibe that they want you. And see, Because a lot of times we play this childish game where, you know, I feel like I got this person, so I'm gonna act like I don't want this person. But when that person moves on, and then it's like, but I want, but I really do love you, man. Look, the older you get, people ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't want you, find somebody else that does. All of this social media thirst trapping and taking pictures of yourself and looking in the mirror and being all sexy and cute, but all these people in my DM, you want to be wanted. But you want somebody to tell you flat to your face, look, I know you're doing that because you don't want to be alone. But if you don't want me approaching you, what you're going to wind up having is a laundry list of guys who came at you that you said no to. They're going to stop coming at a certain point. You know? And some of you ladies don't get that. And some of you guys, y'all don't get the abundance of women, because if you handle your business and you take care of yourself as you get older, even, you know, I don't necessarily like younger women because of the maturity factor. But if you mature, I got to make an exception. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. When you get yourself together and you holding yourself down and you doing the right things, younger women are going to want to talk to you because of the conversations that you have. She's not going to get those conversations from younger men because they're younger. When I was younger, I didn't have the same type of conversations that I have now. And those things are intriguing. And to be perfectly honest, when you get older, as older man, a younger woman, I say like 7 to 10 year difference, maybe even more. It's easier to have a conversation because she wants the information that you got. Now, women around my age don't necessarily want to talk and learn because they feel like they know it all and got it all. And if you and I'm almost 40, so the women in my age group, when they find out that I'm smarter than them, it's a complete utter turn off. They get mad. They don't want to talk no more. They don't. Because they've been trying to compete with men all their lives to the point that, you know, I'm supposed to be beneath them. And if I open my mouth and I'm not beneath them, then that is beneath them. So you wind up talking to younger chicks and then why nobody want to be around me? Because you got issues. You don't want me? Cool. I'm going to find somebody that does. You know, plus, there's these situations where, how can I say this? You don't have to be making 6 figures. You don't have to be a millionaire. Be stable. You know, you ain't even got to be 50-50. Be stable. If you got a place that you can afford your place and you can afford your bills, that's pretty much all you need. And if it's big enough for a young lady to come live with you, that's all you need. They're like, because the older I also get, the more I'm meeting the women who are strong and independent and black girl magic who are financially destitute. From 6 figures down to just regular McDonald's jobs. They still cute. They still beautiful. But you're gonna have people who want you, and chill out. Build your situation up right. Don't be, if somebody wants you because of your situation, don't worry about that. Because when you take your situation out of the mix, they gonna want you for you then. It'll be too late. You get what I'm saying? But if they don't want you, find somebody who will. There's always people who gonna want you. You know? Find somebody who actually wants to spend their time with you. And if you're one of those people who want to be with somebody to give them an attitude, okay, you're going to be by your damn self. That's what's going to happen. I just want to, I hate being around you. No problem. They ain't going to be around you no more. They're going to be around somebody who like being around them. Because the other thing I see the older I get, you got to make a choice that you either want to be with somebody or you don't. Because all the people I know who are happy made this choice. I want to be with someone. Period. So it wasn't, I want to be with someone, but they got to be this, and they got to be that, and they got to be this, and they got to be that. You got to be this, you got to be that, you got to be this, you got to be that, but I don't like that, but I don't like that, but you're not perfect. Okay, your ass going to be old and lonely looking at all the people who look so goddamn good, because I also see those Instagram posts, those pseudo, light relationship. You gonna work on you and I'm gonna work on me. We'll come together. We could be soulmates forever, even if we fall out. All that dumb shit. No. That's somebody who didn't want the people that wanted them. And now they miss those people. So if somebody don't want you, find somebody else. There's a sea of good looking people out here. Just talk to the good looking people and see if they got a good heart. And talk to some of the average people. Because some of these average people got good hearts. Because you might not be you might not be on the top tier either. Okay? I don't want to talk to somebody like that. Some happy people I know met people on their own sexual market value level. They was 5, they met a 5, they was 5s and loves, goddammit. You ain't gotta, happiness is happiness. So I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, catch y'all next one. We out here.